Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Welcome to Skyhaven. We are starting in the year 1916 with our airport, and we're going to try to make some money, and we're going to try to move all the way into the common era, again making some dollary dues. For those of you out there who are wondering, where is Generation Zero? Today is a Generation Zero day. As it sometimes happens, we move on from a game. I feel like Generation Zero is going to be more of the same. Yes, there's more of the story we can uncover, but it's going to take a long time to uncover that story. And I just don't know if I have it in me to constantly run around and shoot guns and blow. The last video that came out, the sound was so horrible. You can't even. I mean, it was almost. It hurt my head. So we're going to do this. And if you absolutely positively want Generation Zero or more of it, let me know. Put it in the comments. Say, hey man, Generation Zero is good stuff. Please more. Yeah. Okay, so I have played this a little bit until I got to a part where I ledged myself up. And cowboy talk, ledging yourself up means that you climbed up to an area. And it wasn't easy to climb up, but now you realize the getting down is almost impossible, right? Like you stretch yourself out really high and you pulled yourself up, and now you realize that jump down really isn't, it's not safe. You ledged yourself up. You got to a situation you can't get down. You're a cat that has climbed a tree and can't get down. So what do I mean by that? Well, there are contracts in this game that we'll eventually get to. They're not contracts at the beginning, but we'll eventually get the contracts. And you have to have good rep with people to get contracts. And they don't consider you doing your job good rep. They consider good rep like growing with their growth. So what had happened is I didn't quite grow as fast as they did, and they kind of shot me down. And that's because I took on many different contracts, and it was no bueno after a while. So we have $25,000 dues. We don't have a runway. We don't have any place to service airplanes. We got nothing. We got zero. So what we're going to do first, some facilities we have is cargo storage and the fuel barracks. In this game, for some reason, a plane will land and you'll unload its cargo, but you don't get to sell that cargo for money. But you have to have cargo on hand to give to that airplane. So the airplane will land and unload for cargo. Then you have to give it for new cargo. And you make money off the sale of that cargo. I don't know. It's a weird situation. We have our airfield administration. This right here allows us to hire clerks. And clerks allow us to research stuff. And there's a lot to research. There's a lot of different ways to go. Here's our runway. I'm down here at the bottom, by the way. Down here at the bottom. Here's our runway. Here is a grass ramp. This is a place that allows you to upkeep airplanes. Like this is where they park. And then this is a exit entrance strip to the runway. And the thing that's kind of odd about this game, I don't really know if I like it, is you see this little cross right here? That's the road that the automobiles that are going to be servicing these aircraft, that's the road that they take. And for whatever reason, they won't let you put those roads just anywhere. Like they have to be put in a certain location. And it's a little, I don't know, it's a little cheesy. I don't like it, but you'll see. We'll get there. Yeah, there's the deal. So the first thing that I'd like to do is put down the runway, and we're going to put it down like close to this place. That way all of our service vehicles can get to the airplanes quickly, and the airplanes can come off. The only thing at the beginning that I'd like to have two runways. I like to have one that's the arrival runway and one that's the departure runway. The only bad thing about having a departure runway is that these runways are long. So that right there could be a departure runway. Let's put that down and see how that goes. Okay, and then let's have an arrival runway. Like that. maybe bring it down this way like we wanted before. Okay. Like that. And then with these, this right here shows you the arrow. So we could have them lined up like this so that all these planes will land. They'll come off. Yeah, they'll come off the runway. And usually what I like to do is I like to have one here so that the little planes can come off early. And then we'll have bigger planes that need the entire runway. Right? If you don't do something like this, they'll land, they'll turn around down here, they'll come up, then they come off. And it's just kind of a pain. But let's do that. And then let's have them come in something like this way. We'll have them like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this way. Because we can only hold 10 planes right now. We need to have all those planes here. And then we'll have well, how can we have them lined up? I'll have them lined up like this. And then here, we only have to have one on. And like I said, this will be for departures. We'll put that up here. Yeah. I don't know if we're going to have enough room. We probably won't. Not for all 10. I'll have to figure something out. I don't know if I want to have enough for 10 right off the bat. I have to redo some things. And then maybe one little bit more. Let's just try that right off the bat. And this right here is the road that the cars take. But the one that's yelling at me here, that's a grass road. Let's bring the grass road down this way. Can you look straight for me? Jeez Louise, can you look straight? It can't just go straight. It's either going to tilt up a little bitty baby bit or it's going to tilt down. Guess we'll do up. And we'll do that, then that. There we go. So we're in like Flynn on that side. And now we got to do the taxiway. And we'll bring that up, something like that. These two taxiways can connect. And we'll do something like that. Something like that. And then here. There we go. Alright, so now what's going to happen is that the planes are going to come in, they're going to land. If they're a little plane, they'll stop short here. They'll come off the runway. And getting them off the runway is the best. So let's make that arrival and departure. Why are you mad? Why are you? Oh, yeah. They're back. They're back. So they'll arrive here. Little one comes. Oh, you're right. It's telling me that it's not. It needs facilities. I got to place the facilities down. So the little one will come off, come this way. They'll get serviced here, and they'll run off this way, and then baboosh, they'll go. If it's a bigger one, it just comes down this way to come off, and then it rolls right here, then over. Cool. And I guess I could do, if I needed to, I guess I could do this way. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's just go ahead and do 8, 9, 10. 8, 9, 10. There we go. That's it. And then this is looking a little messy. I'm not going to say it isn't. Definitely though that. Now they'll land here and they can come down this way if they need to, or he can just run off and come right in. So yeah, maybe that'll be like the heavy planes get here and the lighter ones come over here. Then when they get done, they come off this way. Then the dirt road. But like I said, here, like if I want to connect that dirt road back this way, it will not let me. It'll be like, hey, this dirt road cannot cross over a taxiway, even though we know in like real airports nowadays that's not a big problem. Like they can cross a taxiway no problem. And I guess somebody out there who actually works in the airline business is going to be like, well, they really don't. And I'll just be like, well, there you go. My daughter's laughing downstairs. I love her laugh. She must have saw something that she thought was hilarious. I really like putting the cargo guys on this and the fuel guys on this. Fuel resource is oh yeah. Just I have low storage of it. I don't have a lot. I have 7,000 here. The neat thing is you have to buy your fuel, right? You have to buy your fuel, and all the contracts we have at the very beginning are for instant. We can't like tell them, hey man, bring me this every morning at 10 o'clock. And I want to go ahead and have some of that on hand. So we're gonna look at here at Fjord Oil for 13,000. Oop, we can't even do 13,000. We can't even do 10,000. Okay, Fjord Oil, bad example. Durable Oil, 5,000 would be good. So 5,000 right now is $3,390. Let's look here for 5,000. 330. So this one is $90 cheaper. Union Oil is $90 cheaper for it to be brought in. So we'll go ahead and we'll buy. Ooh, maybe I don't want to do that much. We'll do that. We'll bring in 2,000 gallons of it. We'll need it. We'll bring in 2,000 gallons just to have the fuel. And then here we have to buy some vehicles. We'll buy 2 of these refueling wagons, and then we'll buy 2 of these. Actually, we're just going to buy 1 of the cargo guys, and this is one who'll be loading and unloading cargo. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click on link up to everybody. So if you see now, it shows you who is servicing what. So this one guy is servicing all those pads. I'm going to click on this guy, tell him to link up, and he's going to service all those pads, right? So now these little green happy triangles are telling us that we can open the airline and that we can start receiving airplanes, and I'll show you how to do that here in a second. But I'm going to come over here right quick, and I'm going to go ahead and hire a couple of these fellas. Let's do 5, and we got to figure out where we're going to start. Now, what I am going to say is right off the bat, some of the more lucrative contracts revolve around people. Revolve around like I mean, if I got the money, do that. Revolve around servicing people and not just doing the cargo. Because the ones that are going to land here, some of them are going to be just cargo, right? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start researching how to make people happy that come by here and hang out at the airport, right? We'll go ahead and hit the on button. Our airport is now open for business. We got fuel down here. We got cargo storage down here. We have people manning those, like little planes manning those. All we're doing now is just waiting. It's daytime. It's just after 8 o'clock in the morning. And the way I understand it is that there's just a couple of planes. There's a couple of planes like flying around, and sometimes those planes are going to be like, gee, I really wish I could go get some fuel, or gee, I need to land for lunch. Where can I land? And this company was like, well, we have a brand new runway deal here that you can land at. So we just have to wait until that happens. Later, when we are able to negotiate contracts, we're going to be able to say, hey, you come with that plane at 8 o'clock every single morning, and we're going to service it X, Y, and Z. We're going to do this, and this to it every single morning, that plane. And it's a route, right? It's like a route. And then you make money that way. The only weird thing is that the game will penalize you for going that route. I'm going to go ahead and kick up the time here. I think we're ready. I can't imagine anything else we need. There's trees, there's roads, there's the ramps. We have the administration center. We have our 2 facilities. It starts off pretty basic. Anyway, but you get penalized, and I'll show you here in a second when a plane decides to show up, what that penalty looks like. Ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-dum. There are going to be. Oh, there. Okay, so here we go. So it says incoming flight, right? Now we'll lose $103 if we do not service this airplane, right? If we don't accept it, we will lose that money. So the game penalizes you for having contracts, because imagine that we had 10 contracts and that plane shows up. And it's like, well, sorry, bud, like we're contractually obligated to service this, and this. Whoever it is, the FAA will be like, hey, you have overstepped. You, sir, need to be available to all aircraft flying in this area. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. Woo! He's landing. Now he's one of the bigger boys. He's one of the bigger ones, right? He's fairly large, so he's going to take a lot of the runway here to slow down. And boom, you can see him slow down right there. So we really could, if we wanted to, we could move this back a little bit, but it's fine the way it is right here. So he's going to roll off the runway. He's on the taxiway now. The taxiway looks really great. Super pleased with how that looks. Oh, this guy right here was our fuel guy. He came over and he dumped that 2,000 gallons of fuel over here. And if you'll notice, we're already at 1.8 and we had 700 in here, right? So this guy right here, he filled up with a couple of 100 gallons of fuel, and now he's over here. This guy right here is doing the packaging, right? Like there's unloading cargo and loading cargo. So we're going to unload the 4, which I think we've already done, and then yeah, there we go, unload cargo. So he's unloading it. There's one of 4 that's done, and we have a little thing right here that tells us that we can kind of see on the map, but I'm going to show you what it means more in depth right here. So there's 3 of 4 that's unloaded. Parking service is already done. He's already parked. Oh, we have another plane here. This plane, you can look at their wing size, and it tells you like it's light or medium or heavy. This guy wants 500 gallons of fuel. He wants 71, and they both want a couple of things of cargo. So we're going to go ahead and tell him, come on down, land that airplane, and we'll get you situated. But this fella here, he has his cargo unloaded. He drove off to go back to the barn, and he's going to drop off that 4 cargo that guy brought him. Then he's going to load. See, these are the deliveries. He's going to. Oh no! His buddy is now going to take those 4 cargo out there to him, and he's just going to sit here, all back of the bus. Who's deploying? I don't know what that means. Oh no, this guy might be going to one of the other planes that we have lined up. No, he's not. He's gonna go back out there to this guy. Look how big this one is. He's the biggest one yet, I think. Fueling takes forever at the beginning, and if you read the flavor text, it makes it sound like they're taking these barrels and they're hand pumping or doing something with these barrels in the back. Whoopsie doodle. With these barrels in the back. It takes a long time before someone's like, let's just use a big giant tank in the back and a pump and pump the fuel out. Here this guy is. He's going to run up here and he's going to service this guy. And we're going to get a little bit of money, I think, for him just parking. We'll have to look. Yeah, see, we get some money for this guy just driving up and walking up to the pilot and being like, you, sir, owe me $50. Alright, and now we have delivered the cargo. So we've unloaded and loaded cargo, so we get money for that. And now it's just a fuel situation. And I know that the fuel is going to be bad, so I'm going to go ahead here and grab... I'm going to buy, upgrade the parking spot, so I have another fuel truck. Because this guy right here, he's going to want at least 500 gallons of fuel. Here he comes. He's got to fill up. I might even do another one. What's another upgrade? $500? Why not? There we go. $800. But this guy here, he's got to fill up with his fuel, so it's going to take a second. And again, he's going to want 500 gallons, so he needs 500 gallons to fill up. Oh, 480. Okay, then there we go. What are you going to take? And we got to watch over here because we'll run out of fuel unless we buy some more. This guy, I love the guys who just want the 71 fuel. Like, they're the best. See, he just did 81. He's going to go to that little guy right there. 600 and 300, so that's going to be $1,000. I kind of want to get another fuel truck. I think I will. I know how long the fuel it takes to get the fuel stuff going. Takes a long time. And not that we really, really, really need to have that many trucks. Hey, there we go. We just made $491. This guy right here is super happy. He landed, got taken care of. And now he's going to be taxiing out to the takeoff, the departures. It's just a fun game. And it finally like explains how airports work. And they do it in such a straightforward manner. Absolutely love it. I mean, I have the flight sim. You've seen that video. It came out. I got really big into it for a little bit while I was on vacation. And I downloaded the checklist, like the start from the cold start checklist for the DA Diamond aircraft. When I would go to places, I would look at the runways and I would be like, oh, that's 22 left at San Francisco. I don't know if San Francisco has a 22 left. It probably doesn't. But I would bring that up and I'd look at it when I was landing, and I'd try to do the taxis. I'd try to be like, okay, I know I'm going to be exiting Charlie, getting on the taxiway, and like taxiing over here to the small aircraft parking lot. It was really fun. Really enjoyed it. And I love how this kind of explains what a taxiway is. Like how the airplanes will go onto that taxi. So let's do it. So if this was a modern airport, here on the side where this thing turns off at, it would be like A for alpha, and then this would be B for beta. And when you land, if you landed short of alpha and you contacted ground, because the people who get you lined up for landing are different from the people who land you, and they are different from the people that you talk to as you drive around on the ground, right? There's approach, ATC, and ground. Approach gets you lined up. ATC is one that's like, hey, this is what your altitude, your speed needs to be. This is where you have other traffic. You're clear to land, like yada yada. And then when you do land, they'll tell you pull off at alpha. So if you land short of alpha, you can pull off at alpha. If you go past it, they'll be like, okay, now pull off at Bravo. So you pull off at Bravo, and then they'll say, hey, thank you and welcome to wherever. The ground frequency is like 55. So you need to switch over to 55. When you do, ground will say, okay, you're going to taxi to this parking, to gate number 5. Like, you're going to be going to number 5. So you're gonna go from where you're at beta, right? And it's going to tell you, like, this would be named something. This whole track is named something. This track would be named something. This track would be named something. Okay, we need to order more fuel. Let's go here and order more fuel, and I'll be quiet for a second. That's another $1,300 for 2,000 more. Let's go ahead and grab it. Let's go ahead and tell this guy to bring her on down. So this would be named, this would be named, this would be. So he would say, land, hold short, able, and then you go into ground. Ground would say, go on to Ivan. So if this was Ivan, right? So it'd say, go on to Ivan, and then from Ivan, go on to Baker. So Ivan to Baker, and then number 5. And as you drove down Baker, you would see number 5, and you would pull in there. And then as you were leaving again, ground would be like, okay, you're clear to go on to Washington, and like you go down Washington on to Egypt, and then from Egypt, I mean, these are just names I'm making up. They're not called that in real life. And then you'll hold short of the runway until you have clearance from the tower. Then tower will take over and say, hey, welcome. You're first in line to departure. You can taxi out and then go on. You're clear for takeoff. Just really neat, really neat. It's an interesting system. Love that I got to learn as much about it as I did. How are we doing back here? What is it? Loading cargo. Fueling is done. You're just waiting for cargo to be loaded. Interesting. I was so concerned about fuel. I thought cargo would kind of take care of itself, but maybe Maybe we should pay the $210 and get one more of these guys. What do you think? Whoa! That was some thunder there that just shook the entire house. We have some lightning and thunder going on, but it hasn't been very violent. But that right there was spooky dooky. All right, that guy finally he's finally out of here. It took him a while. It took him a while. He'd be pretty mad at us in real life for taking hours and hours of his day just to get him on. And here's what I wanted to avoid. I really should not have parked him over there because it takes so long for him to drive up there and make that curve or turn and everything. That's where it would be nice if I could have another road here, but the game won't. I don't think it will. Road, yeah, roads cannot intersect, right? And this one won't let you do it. So I'm sure that'll be a growth problem later on, but we'll see. Go ahead and pump that up just a little bit. You know what? No, no, I'll keep it there. Keep it nice and slow, just for the first video. That way, if you guys hate this and you want to go back to Generation 0, and I got no problem going back to Generation 0, but that game can wear me out. Like I can get physically exhausted having to play that game. There we go. We haven't had to order packages yet because no one's really needed a lot of packages, but the fuel definitely is a deal. And we're coming up on afternoon of the first day. Afternoon is where it kind of picks up and gets a little busy, so kind of happy to see we have 4 open ramps. And then you can, yeah, there's just so many things you can do here. It's going to be great. That's when he landed. That's the time he spent on the ramp. He's already been here for an hour and 5 minutes. He really wants to get on with his day. I don't blame him. We got to load 2 cargoes. They'll be ready to rock and roll. There's 1 loaded. There's 2. He's gone. Hey, bud. You ready to get on there and take off? All yours. What they are hauling in their cargo planes, I got no idea, but they're making money somehow. All right, come on, bud. You're up. Man, he is holding short. He's holding that guy. He's gonna wait till he lands in the other city before he rolls out there on the runway. He's got the soul of a Buddhist monk. There he goes. Come on down. Boosh. There he goes. And it gets hopping. I've had up to 40 planes landing and taking off, and oof. This game will exhaust me, but not the same way Generation 0 does. My eyes hurt, and I got a headache after playing that game. Yeah, I kicked it up an extra notch. I think we're okay. I don't think it's gonna. I kind of hate watching the little guys zoom around so quickly. I kind of like watching them move at a slower pace, but it'll be okay. We'll hop in here to the clerk's office, and we'll buy another. We'll buy another 2 clerks. You really gotta stay on top of the hospitality and the air traffic services, because if you get somebody who needs like cleaning and you don't have cleaning here, that stinks. Or if you get somebody who wants water services where you have to bring the water tank out and fill up their water for their passengers and you don't have that, you haven't researched it, that stinks. Oh, here we go. Look, see? This person wants boarding, disembarking, and luggage. right? And I think we can do that with our guys here, with our cargo guys. But it also wants flight check. I don't think we can do any of that. Yeah, we can't. We don't have a boarding or disembarking. We don't have luggage. We don't have catering, and we don't have. We can't check the aircraft to make sure that it's up to industry standards. We just don't have that. So this is, and that's look how much, $2,000 compared to this guy. Now I know that he only needs 77 fuel, and this guy needs 773. But just look at the amount of money that we lose, right? Because we don't offer these services. So we really need to get the boarding, disembarking, luggage, and catering. Like, we need to research those sooner rather than later. And to that end, let's go ahead and buy another clerk. Max out those clerks on day one would be great. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, might as well just do that. All right, now come on, give me some more planes. It's midday. It's supposed to be where I make my money. So we do. We get money for unloading cargo and money for loading the cargo. This is no good. Where are all the planes at? I need to order some of that here in a second. Thank goodness that the ordering the packages is super cheap. There's 10 for 140. There's 50 that we can't even do. 50 we can't even do. So 10, do 20 for 280. Let's just keep it like that for right now. I just don't have that much money. Every now and then you got to pay for all the stuff you have here, and it can really mess you up. Need some planes. I like the music too. I like the music. I like how things look. And the game, I think, is still an alpha or beta. I don't think it's out. Maybe it is out, but it's got a long way to go. There's somebody. Hello. The game has a long way to go. Like, if you zoom in on the airplanes, sometimes they change. They change. Like you'll look at it like, oh, that one's blue with yellow wings. And then it gets closer to you and you look at it and it turns red. And the rendering distance shouldn't be that big a deal, you know. I can't believe we didn't have more planes during the afternoon. That's typically later in the game. Yay, base hospitality we got. So now we have Aero Snacks we're going to pick up, and Aero Snacks allows us to do catering, and then we're going to do bus operation. No. We just need the catering, and then we need. Uh-oh, I think I'm being yelled at. Hold on here. All right, and then we want to do ramp services. So we're gonna do Aero Snacks, and then we're gonna do ramp services. So those are going to be two important. And there, I just had to pay for everything, like upkeep, right? So good thing we held on to a little bit of dollar reduce that we had. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, you guys, come on and land. $500 a piece. $800. Come on down. Yeah, come on down. Woo! Fuel available. Oh. All right, now stop landing because I ain't got no more fuel for you. Let's go here. How much is our? We usually pay $1,300 for the fuel. Now that fuel that's being pulled out, that's going into our. Yeah, we're out. I got it. Here we go. So that fuel that's being pulled out, that's going into the tankers. Okay, so that doesn't mean that we're completely out and that the whole rodeo is stopped. It just means that the tankers, when they come here, they can't fill up with anything, right? So they'll just queue up and they'll wait, like this guy right here, and like that guy right there. They're just going to wait, and it takes some time after you order it for it to come on the board. You don't get it instantly. But thankfully, I guess we had some trucks out there fueling up people as it was. So come on now, bud. We might go ahead and just, you know what? Right behind it, we're gonna order another one. Here, drop all that off. There's 2,000. Wonderful. You're gonna fill up with what you needed. Yep, there's just 309. You're gonna pull up. My goodness, that one's drinking us dry there. Do the same for this one. He's gonna take 700 out of it. Yep. Or 500 at least. That's okay. We got 2,000 more coming in, and we have 1,500. Okay, let's look at this. Oh, 8,000. $8,000. Oof, we're going to have to save up. And that 8,000 is a hospitality thing, the baggage and whatnot. So that's important. We need to have that. We are almost out of. Do another one of these. 280. 30 will get us to 43 for 4. Ooh. My every now and then when I update my video driver, you didn't see it, but every now and then when I update my video drivers, the screen will just turn off for a second, then turns back on. And if you give it another update, it'll fix itself. But it's weird. Oh, hold on here. Yoink. We have more money to pick up. Well, it's almost. Is that nighttime? Forget what the purple is. I think the purple is evening. We're rolling into evening. What are you trying to tell me again? Oh yeah, I know our cargo is low. I've already ordered. We're good. We're good. We are good. Don't you worry. There he comes right there, bringing in cargo for us. Nice, nice. Yeah, it's us paying for everything. Oh, here comes another guy. $900. Yes, please. There we go. And the reason why I get a little mad that I can't move my cars across this taxiway is that the cars go across the taxiway anyway. Like, what's the... like, why can't it just go here? But that's why I said I think this game has a little longer way to go. It's not out of the woods yet. And if this is version 1.0... Oh, it is. It is 1.0. Yeah, so I think this is release. I paid 13 bucks for it. I guess I can't complain too much. Fuel is low again, huh? Oof. And this is kind of the weird thing about buying it like this. You're paying a premium to have it on demand. Eventually, you'll get it where you can buy it every morning at like 8 o'clock, and they'll always bring the fuel at 8 o'clock, no matter if you need it or not. They just bring it, and it's a lot cheaper. It's a lot cheaper. Boom. Now we only saw one airliner. Oh yeah, we gotta get. Oh, we have the fuel on order. We only have 5 packages left. Smokes! Holy smokes! That's 40. But we only see one airliner that wanted the hospitality and the equipment check and the food. So even though we're researching that right now, like even though that's like our primary resource, we don't really need to build it right now because we don't see a ton of those planes, right? So we'll have all this stuff researched, and then we're going to sit on it for a little bit until we see 1 or 2 more of those planes pop up on a daily basis. Now, from what I understand, the same planes will be here tomorrow, right? When we get done with this day and we go the next day, like the same planes we have here will show back up because they're flying a route. Okay. Am I low on here? Packages? Tell me I'm low on packages. Our guys, here he comes. Sometimes he's late. Sometimes he'll tell you that the vehicle is behind schedule. Not enough cargo. I know, but now we have More than enough cargo. So now what are you going to do? $3,000 as well. Now we don't have to keep ordering it. And all these guys guzzle down 500, so every time they land, that's half of the stuff we were ordering, or quarter, sorry, what we were ordering, so. Such a fun game, very relaxing. This is what I would assume that a good tablet game looks like, but I'm using a computer because I like the mouse and keyboard, but I do not like that you have to pay 3 times a day or 4 times a day. I think I would much rather pay once a day, like all the fees, and then that'd be the end of it for that day. Because they kind of pop in and out. In my opinion, it feels like they kind of pop in and out whenever, and it really is difficult to get an idea about how much money you really have when at 3 o'clock, all of a sudden, they take a little bit of your money. It's like, why 3 o'clock? Why not at the beginning or the end of the day? Like, everyone gets paid, you know, every 2 weeks or every month or something. Like, why is this one? Why are people getting paid at 3 in the afternoon and then at 8 in the morning and 7 o'clock at night? Like, it's just weird. If they're going to do a day schedule, like if they're going to have a day where they give you a time and they show you morning, noon, and night, like that, it just doesn't seem right. Uh-oh. We have to go up there to the one I don't like. Because we have so many planes. Really, now that I'm up to 8,000, I wonder if I should get another one of these guys. I've got 3 of them. I've got 4 of them. Might as well do one more of these guys. Just to kind of help things move along. Because a lot of these here are waiting to be loaded and unloaded, so. Yeah, I had to pay salary again. These guys here have been here for a long, long time. I'm not 100% sure what they're waiting on. Loading cargo, yeah. They only need 2. $40 last time. Down 1. That. And then fuel. 3,000, why not? Oof, another big boy. I know stuff is low, I got it ordered. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I think getting that other cargo guy, I think he worked out. We have people who are sitting here for a long time. Uh-oh. So this person needs boarding and unboarding, which we could buy right now and do, but they also need the flight check, and we went with Aero Snack. So, in fact, I'm a dummy because I can buy one more of those jokers to make research go faster. And in fact, I can actually build another one of those administration offices to even have more research. In fact, let's look. How much are those administration offices? 2,500. I really, really do want to keep up on the last time I played this game. I did not stay up with this stuff, and I was losing a ton of money. And see, we could do that right now, but we don't have the check engine light stuff. I went with Aero Snacks first. I should have done the check engine light stuff. We're about to be. It's nighttime. We're closed. Yeah, like these guys, they go home for the evening. We don't accept new planes. We just We try to get done with what we have on the tarmac or on the ramps, and then they just go home. Okay. We go. And it takes them forever to leave because I don't know why they're so like worried about hitting another plane. If these were scheduled flights, the scheduled flights leave a lot faster. But these pickup flights, for whatever reason, they just get so worried. Like, man, I don't want to hit that guy. Better give him as many nautical miles as he needs. There you go. And then you hit this little green button and it just zooms you through the night. We don't need to really do anything. We don't need to redo the layout. And it tells you if you gained or lost money. And that's not bad because we had to build everything. So where's the construction at? Yeah, $17,000 in constructions. Vehicles, we're not gonna be spending that much tomorrow for vehicle or roads or taxiways or buildings, right? So that wasn't a bad day. We have a lot of overhead. We're at 46 minutes with this video. I wonder if I should do one more day. I can. You don't have to. I can stop it. I can stop anytime I want. But no, I'll keep going for a little bit. Maybe we'll move a little bit quicker. I love how they get ready. So he'll drive out there in anticipation of unloading the 2 or 3 cargo, whatever it has, and then he puts fuel in his tank and he drives out there and he's like ready for the arrival. I think that's really cool. That's so nice. Oh my goodness. You love to see it. Yay! It's 1920. Progress is always driven by dreamers. Yesterday it was just an idea. Today it's a young and rapidly growing business like mushrooms after rain. Regular passenger flights, no regulations to hold back development. Sometimes what happens in the sky resembles chaos, but it's extremely interesting chaos and also quite profitable. This era will be more travel. Small and medium aircrafts are prevalent. Scheduled flights are a thing now, and then more complex aircraft will require service checks. Yeah, so it just kind of tells you, like, times are a-changing. And when the game started, it asked me what I wanted to do. Like, did I want the days to go by faster or slower? Oh my goodness, I think I hold on. Oh, no. I think I made it. We might have to start over. Crap. I didn't understand what it meant when it said, like, how do you want this? I thought I made it where one day is 4 years. And I wanted one day to be like a month. Or I wanted one day to be like halfy, like 6 months. But I moved it to its fastest possible deal. So that every single day 4 years jumps. That's why we went from 1912 to 1916 to 1920 in one day. Poo-poo. Poo-poo. I wonder if there's a way I can go in there and change that. I bet there is not. Poop. Well, that was fun. Generation Zero might be back a lot sooner than you think because I screwed this up. But you know what? If you want me to, I'll stop the video there. I'll let this roll for a second. Yeah, this might be this. We have to start over again because I do not want to go super fast. I'm not smart, and if things go too fast, I get scared and I don't understand. Unfortunately. Yeah, this red line tells you where you ought, like where you're at and like what is expected during that time, right? So, yeah, the ramp services. Hey, why can't I research this? Was it locked behind? All the prereqs are here. The prereqs are here since passing the air. Why can't I? It's locked. Why is it locked? I have the prerequisite. I do not have the prerequisite. I have to research air traffic control, and then I can do that. I don't have reinforced docks. I don't have advanced logistic barrels. Ooh, I just have basic hospitality and then snacks. I don't have that, or that. Holy moly! Like see, like barrel trolleys. Like someone's like, my goodness, let's have little wheels instead of carrying these barrels everywhere. And this one is like training where they do it quicker. Like they have a permanent fuel speed increase. Oh my god, I screwed up. There's no way we're gonna do this where every day is 4 years. We're gonna be left in the dirt. Man, I wish I was a lot smarter than I am. It sure would be nice. Oh Lord. Or at least I just do this in the comfort of my own home and I don't record it. Show everybody on the internet. What are you thinking? I don't know. All right. Focus. Thank goodness they're only requiring like 2 or 3 of these. I think I really messed up by letting that get as low as I did. I know I'm out. I know. More is coming. Just relax. At least the first thing that happens is they get unloaded. Yeah, it'd be nice if we do these flight checks. Ramp service. That's going to take 2 hours. I wonder how many hours I get. Because if I'm fast enough, I can like see how there's a little timer. I don't think so. I'll let it just go all the way to 0. I think. Yeah, there's no way. It's already at 50%. I'm only at 10. All right. Fuel's looking a little low. We have $10,000. Might as well go buy some more fuel. Let's do $4,000 worth of fuel. Man, I really wish I didn't do the 10 years, 4 years for every day. Well, maybe it won't be fun now. It's silly to think it would be. And then contracts. These are the contracts down here, but you have to research them. Boom, boom. 52 minutes. Yeah, I gotta stop. I might just do this and I'll do another generation 0. Maybe just, I don't know. We get done with this research, we're going to have to do the fuel because the fuel takes so long. Especially when they have like 500 gallons they have to take on. We need all the fuel technology we can get. Right. Then where was fuel? This is it. Permanent fueling speed up. 1 hour and 5 minutes. Thank the Lord. Oh, and now that we have $1 million bills laying around, let's get all the clerks we can get to make that go by even faster. Yeah, I see that. I see that we have some things down here, but we're not going to build those. We can't build them now, but we're not even going to worry about building them until we have somebody who can utilize the, who will pay us for their services. So, and to show you how bad I am at this game, right before I quit, I was having these guys, my contracts, like I was still contracting these guys till the 1980s. I was having these guys land in the 1980s on my airfield, modern airfield with tarmac, with asphalt, and like these guys were still landing on my runway because I was just like, well, the contract says they can land here. Like, Now, I don't like this. I really, 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 really don't like this. You can boost for money, and they force you to research it because it's just part of the chain. But I absolutely, it makes my skin crawl to boost something. I don't want any supernatural boosting. You know what I mean? Like, I want it to be just straightforward, like this. Like it just makes more sense. This one is cool because they have two places where both of, like, two guys can stock up on fuel at the same time instead of one guy. Reinforced docks. Let's try to get the scheduled flights. Those are really nice. It only takes 43 minutes. Now that we have maxed out clerks, and the scheduled flights are great because I think that opens up the getting the contracts. What is this? What is low? Need some more of these guys. Thank goodness that only costs $500 for packages. Oh, nice. Away he goes. Yep, scheduled flights, and then workflow. I don't even know what workflow is. I don't even know if I care about workflow. Basic hospitality, got that out of the way. Let's do the barrels. Oop. And there we go. This place running like clockwork. Now the AT, like the tower, I think, yeah, max operations 1. I don't even know what an operation is. I don't know what a max operation would be. Like, I don't know what the benefit of that is. And then landed, we already have 10, but we're allowed to, so I'm not quite sure what this tower does. But it's really cool kind of having it on the map. It's really cool putting it out. Like I've deleted one of these before and put it out here in the middle. You can't put it just kind of wherever you want, but it's really pretty to have the tower out here. Makes the game look more believable and realistic. Okay, yeah, we can do the scheduled flights. We don't even need to worry about that till tomorrow. Till like tomorrow in the game, but I'll show you what the contract and the scheduled flights look like. We just need to save up our money. We kind of went hog wild buying all the clerks. I did that too the first time I played the game and ran my company into the dirt because the clerks were so expensive. But now that I know that I have to, I got to turn a huge profit because it's every day is 4 years. Then just kind of going for it. Yeah, here's the contracts window. Actually, I guess it told me I have some contracts I could sign here. You can't schedule them until the next day if the day has already started. So we don't need to really worry about that right now. We just need to get $8,000 so that we can build the hospitality stuff and the catering stuff and the ramp stuff. But we always know there's a lull. There was a lull in the afternoon the first time we did it, so we expected that lull. These are the drivers. We get better trucks. Yep. We'll grab that. Why not? Oh, $1,200. Yes, please and thank you. Come land down here. Look at that. Beautiful airplane. $900. You're well. And see, that right there is the first of the new looking, like the newer model airplanes that you got. Before, they were all like that. Right? So this is like the newer. Like the newer model, the bigger one. So cool. So cool. And that guy right there, he's going to guzzle down some fuel. I didn't even see how much he wanted, but holy smoke. We just bought 3,000 fuel, I think. 3,000? No, we bought 4,000 fuel. We went through 3,000. Yeah, come on down here. $500. That's enough. right, so you have better drivers. Passenger service is looking great for right now. Personnel, ugh. And then tarmac paving, then office work. That's a good building there. I guess we'll go ahead and snag that. That's a great building because you can delete. We can build that building and then delete both of these, and you don't have to pay the upkeep. Like every single day, the upkeep on that is like what, $29 or something? Yeah, $29. So it's almost $60 for both of those to be up and running, and the other guy is like 40. So you save money by having a larger one-story, well, not one story, but one building complex. All right, we have $8,000. So now if we get one of those guys who wants to have, you know, luggage and food and all that stuff, and we can almost, well, that's why I said almost, buy some more freaking fuel. And really, buy another one of those. $1,000, yeah, come on down. $900, come on down. Office furniture is done. There we go. What do you, $400? Why not? And look, that guy is he's a new fuel guy, fuel deliver tanker. It's not like the big one with all the barrels anymore. It modernized a little bit. There's that big old Dreamliner, $1,200. Come on down. And notice we haven't met any of those people who need the food and the catering stuff. It was only like one or two of them. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. So he needs all of it. So we can't even build. That's a little bit too pricey, if you ask me, right off the bat. This thing right here, the Early Days Airport Station, $8,000 a little bit too expensive. But in the interest of showing you guys something, we'll grab a loan of $20,000. And for whatever reason, this one doesn't snap to the map either. Like, you just have to find some place that it fits, and then go from there. Like, it doesn't snap to the roads. So we'll do that. Do that. This right here goes into the runway. Is that what you're telling me? Do that. And then gotta buy a newer car. Why can't I? Oh, right. It was already open. It was just behind it, and I couldn't see it. All right. So then some facilities here. Fuel barracks, large fuel. There's the ramp service. Yeah, I'll put that there. You'll service all of them. Buy a car for you. And that right there is just a mechanic. He just drives out and looks at the airplane and is like, oh, it looks great. And then this guy right here, he brings snacks out there. He literally just brings out snacks. Now that is all done, I can click on this guy and say, come on down. So now this guy will roll out some people, he'll roll out some people, and this guy will roll out, all to go meet that one aeroplane that just needed a little bit more than normal. Oh, we're almost fully occupied here. And it's because we have the money, and I just think it looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and buy the tower. Oh, nice. I actually wanted to put the tower kind of out in the mix of everything, too, and I didn't have room for it. But boom! Oh, that looks so good. I love that. I love having that tower out there, both on the approach and then on the departure. It probably would have made more sense put over here on the approach, because that's probably where they're going to want to watch people land, and not really so much when they take off. But whatever. It's so good. For an hour and 4 minutes. Come on now. Is that our big guy? Is that our... Yeah. Here comes the people to go get the luggage and everything. Are you... Oh, you're all the way down here? And we are a full airport. You'd love to see it. Or is it you? You're the one that has the people. Yeah, see, we're unloading the luggage. 12 people, you see them getting off right there. I guess we'll go ahead and do that. The people got off the airplane and their luggage, and then they're driving up to the whatever. We have the catering guy here. He's bringing snacky poos out, and he's putting snacks in there for the air travelers. It'll take a while for this to happen. What are you yelling at me for? Okay, yeah, we have that. Yeah, that's a pretty looking building there. Then we go ahead and get rid of you and you. And then we still have, we still do, and we're still researching. And that right there. See, that's okay, $38. So that's what I was saying. The other one. We save $40 a day. Yep, he's getting his catering brought on board. 2 of 7. And thankfully, you don't have to buy the catering. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It does it automatically, right? All right, catering is now done. Who's pulling up next? What are you waiting on, bud? When the sun goes down, I'll show you how to do some things over there with all that. Come on now, what are we waiting on here? Got no room? Wait on luggage to be unloaded or luggage to be brought back or something? And bring that guy down. This is performing the service. I guess he has to drive all the way back out. That might be something. He has to go back to the barn and drop off the luggage and bring new luggage out or something. I don't know. Oh, right. Because some people, this was their destination. What's low? Fuel? I got 13,000 and room for 6,000. Bring me out 6,000 gallons. Let's watch this again. Okay, so the fueling has started. That's nice, because that's going to take forever. And there's the suitcases being loaded. After flight check is already done, so at some point he snuck over there without me seeing it, and he got the after flight. Bring that guy down. Was low. I do 50s at 60s. At this point, it's just the fueling. Yeah. Performers ready. The blocking service must be completed. So they can't get on the plane if it's being fueled, which I don't understand. That's just how it goes. And it is nighttime. That's it. Our day is over. We just gotta get these guys turned around now. Off the ground. Yeah, packages are on their way. I know. Oh, we have a whole slew of people here too. We're not by any means clear. Oh, we got a little guy right there too. We were completely full at night. That's awesome. I love that. Man, that fueling, it just takes forever on these big planes. But I guess if you're having to hand pump 794 gallons, I mean, I can't even imagine you'd put that much on an aircraft. Like, why would you put that many gallons in a plane, as an older plane? All right, there we go. Fueling is now done. Oh, thank the Lord. Now we have 9 people who want to climb on board. Huh, it just says bus. I love it. All right, come on, you 9 people, get out. Oh, it is really coming down outside. I hear it now. Come on, 9 people. There we go. There's Linda. Frank. There's Samantha. Marianne. Beatrice. Rose. Meriwether. Child number 1. I couldn't see if it was a boy or girl. And child number 2. All right. All right. On that note, our first passenger liner, man, they got snacks. They got tuned up. They got fuel. They got their luggage loaded. Everybody's so happy. Their first flight. You imagine how giddy those people are. Oh, cross traffic ahead. Better watch out. U.S. mail. All right. U.S. mail is lined up. Holding short. And that Royal Mail airplane, he needs to get all the way to Albuquerque before you can decide. Oh, look, it changed. See? Remember how I said U.S. mail? I was like, watch out, U.S. mail, and then it changed. The aircraft changed. That's what I was saying earlier. They got some things to work on. Oh, there you go, right there. You can see it. Anywho, all right, come on now. It's fine. You're clear. ATC, tell him. Brown, get him lined up. Come on, tell him. Talk to him. I don't even know what operations are. I really should do a tutorial. Maybe there's an operation that'll make things go faster. Maybe when I like this thing right here is not even I'm not even utilizing it, right? Like I'm not like there's a way to link it to a runway so that it'll make things go faster. And I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Come on. You gotta be kidding me. That thing is gone, buddy. There you go. Lord have mercy. The game was trying to be like, oh, it's chaos. There's chaos. There's no regulation. Freaking the most safe place in the entire world is just waiting to take off. There you go. Get that booty in the sky. I hope none of you guys are waiting to go any place anytime soon. I just want to see my first commercial air flight here. Farman F.36 BIS. With 9 souls on board. Well, more than 9 because a pilot and co-pilot and probably a stewardess. You imagine the first time that they put people on the plane and someone was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I mean, there probably isn't a stewardess, right? It's probably just a pilot. And he's like, well, don't we all, you know? Like, I don't know what I can tell you. You know, I'm sure that there's someone out there who knows an awful lot about the history of air travel. That'd be an interesting conversation, I think. Uh-oh. We've made a mistake now. We've let more people get squared away. There's going to be a line out of this place. Come on. That guy right there, he's about ready. Fueling, I think, is the last thing that they do. Yeah, he's ready. My goodness. There has to be some way to make that. There we go. Finally. All right, folks. Have a great trip. Thank you so much for visiting our airstrips. How long was he here for? He was here for 2 hours. That's not bad. That is not bad. 2 hours is not bad. I mean, that's pretty much what you see nowadays at a real airport. They're taking off into the night, which is a little spooky dooky. I would not fly one of these planes at night. No way. No way, but it just took us a long time to get them squared away. Alright, come on. Get fueled up, get packaged up, and get out of my... What's low? Oh, more of that, huh? There we go, he's ready to go. This guy, you ready to go? Not like you're going to get anywhere anytime soon anyway. He's ready to go. And then this guy. Here we go. Oh, well, hold on now. Hold on. He's got to get some packages. Got to get some packages. Couldn't have had that going at the same time as fueling for whatever reason. And boom. All right, now we're just playing the waiting game. Well, while we're doing that, this guy's going to back in here and he's going to deliver all of his deal. We can upgrade our trucks and we can upgrade our fuel house. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it off first. And we're going to hit the upgrade button. And then we're going to click it in right where it was before. And then we're going to turn it back on. And then we're going to go ahead and get rid of that and that. And we're going to go ahead and do that and that. So that's going to be new, bigger trucks. And those trucks, I think we actually need to do that, to tell you the truth. There we go. Oh, I only need to do it once to get 4. I did it twice. Anyway, now if you look closely, there's 2 places for them to go get fueled up at. And it holds more fuel. Now it's at 10,000 instead of 7,000. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to turn that off. We're going to upgrade it, and we're going to snap it right back to where it was at. Turn it back on. We get rid of 2 of these guys. And then we're going to buy the bigger ones, and we're going to upgrade the parking. That goes to 3, so we should do it twice on this one, but we didn't need to do it on the other one. And there we go. So now we have, and I love how it says air cargo on the side. Now we've upgraded those. None of this stuff right over here needs to be upgraded. We just got it. But there we go. Go ahead and fast forward. And zoom, please. Go ahead, get out of here. You guys go. I've already got your money. You don't need to stay around any longer. It's a done deal. There you go. And then finally, at 2,100 hours, 2,200 hours probably, more like it. Zoom, and he's gone, and this is going to turn green, which means we can go the next day. But before we do that, I know this has been a long video, hour and 16 minutes. We're going to do the contracts, and the contracts will tell you who you're going to be able to service. I'm going to go and do Sabina. I did not do this when I played by myself because I didn't have this stuff figured out. I had no idea what this stuff was. I'm going to go ahead and save those guys because we get $1,000, $1,100, almost $1,200 per tick, whereas these guys, as you can see, it's just, it doesn't compare. You know what I mean? It just does not. Ooh, who's this? They want catering too. Do you want catering? You do not. We're going to do these guys, right? So I'm going to go ahead and hit sign them. Estimated income from the services is $6,000. Workflow of 8. Again, I have no idea what workflow is. Signing contract bonus of $1,000. And then new flights 4. So when you click this button, you go over here to signed airlines. You see it says 0 of 4. You got to sign all these. Okay? And then, if you've successfully do that for a couple of days, you can go to the next tier. And I did not do that when I was playing. I would only do like 2 or 3 of these and then 2 or 3 of somebody else. So I really screwed myself over. But let's go and I'll show you what it looks like here. So what you need to do is you got to turn this thing over to take on not randos, but flights, right? And I'm gonna, and you know what? I probably can get away with just doing 1. Yeah, so we can make that a rando. So pad number 1 is going to be, it's like Delta, right? Like Delta owns pad number 1. Delta will always be at pad number 1. If you fly Delta, you know you're leaving out of pad number 1 almost all the time, right? So there we go. That's what their day is going to look like. They're going to have morning, afternoon, and evening. They're going to have 4 flights, and those 4 flights need to be... It doesn't show catering on this, but I thought it said catering when I clicked on it. But they're going to have passengers and luggage, passengers and luggage. They don't even need to do flight checks. Flight checks aren't even required. It's just passengers and luggage, right? So if I want to, who is that other airline? This guy with flight checks? Let's go ahead and sign them. Workflow of 26. Again, I don't even know what workflow is, so I don't even know if I care. Signed airlines. These folks. Sabrina, yeah. Sign. I'm down here to schedule it. Turn you back over to scheduled flights. And there we go. And there you go. I mean, this right here, like, for whatever reason, this guy right here, he doesn't want to, he can't come until the afternoon. So we just do that. So these guys on pad 2, they have a much easier day than pad number 1. But again, we don't have the post-flight checks and we don't have food, so I'm not quite sure what the deal is there. But anyway, that's that. And of course, we can go and we can just do tons of contracts. We can sign all these jabronis, and we can just, like, all day long we'll have will have flights coming in, and it's great because it's guaranteed money, right? Like this one. Sign it. Again, I don't know what workflow is. I don't know if I'm over my workflow. What is that? I can't do anymore. There's some, oh, I think I have to go over here and turn on. Like, yeah, like it only lets you have so many. What's this red dot? Am I running? Is the time running? It is. Stop running, red dot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But now I gotta figure this out. He can go in the night time, so we'll put him there in the night. He can go in the night. But this guy, he has to be early morning. So, let's scoot you back. Let's move you to the night. The night. And then this guy has to be early morning, so he goes there. So, yeah. Boop. So now, like, Pad 2 is now sharing with another airline, right? And then, you know, so whatever. But, can I go in and snag the other ones? I can. There we go. So let's go back here. I can't squeeze you in. Yeah, and here's where it comes in, where you have to be kind of smart, because if you, like, now these guys aren't being used in the morning, right? They're not being used in the morning, so I got to figure something out here with them. And you can always do something like that, where they're kind of being, like, no one's like super duper overwhelmed. But anyway, this video has gone on long enough. You know what this game is about. Let me know if you'd like to watch this, or if you want to go back to Generation Zero. Doesn't really matter to me. I love both of the games. If we do this one, we are going to probably have to, unfortunately, we probably are going to have to start over, because I screwed up and made it every single day 4 years when I wanted to slow the game down and really enjoy the eras as they come. I don't want them to fly by. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And if you have a moment, please like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.